Genetics. Everyone's favorite excuses on health and fitness. It's the notorious mind prison that helped men and women from achieving their fitness goals. Because not only it makes sense though, it's also backed by visual proof. When you find someone that's in shape, right? His father tend to be in shape, his brother is in shape, his grandfather is in shape, so it must be his genetics. And then you're like, here I am, I'm fat, my father's fat, brother's fat, mom is fat. Then this must be my destiny to be fat. It is no wonder that a lot of people imprisoned by this genetics idea. Before I continue though, I would like to remind everyone that I'm not a complete denial on genetics. Genetics do play a role, but mostly in things like your bone structure, your height, muscle fiber distribution, your fat distribution, where your body tends to store fats, right? It's in your thighs, belly, in your face, which later is gonna shape who you are, right? You're gonna shape your face, and also your metabolism quirks, which we've talked about in the last video about leptin, insulin, ghrelin. It's mostly affected by genetics in a minuscule amount, right? It's usually not that much. Let's take me for example, right? Let's find out, am I have a good genetics or it's something else? Here's the backstory. My grandfather, my late grandfather, was a laborer. He's a farmer and he had this masculine build, right? He didn't go to gym, he was the gym. And my dad grew up around that, seeing that that is the default male body, right? He absorbed that and he accepted that it's normal to be strong. This expectation alone will shape his habits, his reality, and how he carry himself, which literally going to more likely makes him look more and more like my grandfather. Right? Not only that, we humans, back in the day, when humans used to having this nomad lifestyle, right? When you see your elders in that build, surviving that trip, you will unconsciously understand that it requires that physique to stay alive, right? So there's kind of a need here. And so, like, my dad grew up around my grandfather, and then I grew up around my dad. You know, his presence going to shape my reality, shape my habit, my expectation, which also likely gonna make me more likely gonna look like him physically. Compare that to a kid that growing up around slim or overweight men that rely on a desk job, eating fast food. In his brains, in his mind, the default male body will be so much different than I have. The example that I'm telling you here is called epigenetics and cultural conditioning. Epigenetics is where an environmental influence can turn on and off certain genes, right? Like it's literally like your environment can turn on and off certain genes. And cultural conditioning is where we copy something that we take as normal, especially from our parents, which mostly gonna give most people their early mindset in their life. And it's gonna affect more than people realize. People are overestimating genetics and underestimate epigenetics, underestimate environmental mindset. Because we live kind of in a modern era, like everyone is just obsessed with the words of science and they forgot about environment, as if it's irrelevant, right? Like everyone's just obsessed on this genetics, DNAs. We not only inherit genetics, we also inherit mindset, environments, which going to impact a lot if you think about it. If someone is overweight and says it's genetics, and then their family having this inactive lifestyle, fast food, right? They avoid movement, they rarely work out. They never take workout seriously. How can that be genetics? That is culture and habit. Genetics does give you your starting point. Genetics gives you your raw ingredients. But your environment, your mindset is your recipe, is the chef, right? You can make a damn good meal with average ingredient if you know what you're doing. So stop buying these genetics excuses because it's imprisoned your mind from a lot of possibility. Health, fitness is one of the most important thing in your life. Some people out there, they maybe did not yet have physical achievement, but they are good at something else. Because let's say maybe their parent used to good at business, right, good at talking to people, good at dealing with things, which makes them have those skills, right? If that is your background, I can do what you can do, and you can do what I do. Human is one of the most incredible creatures that ever lived in this planet. I'm gonna give you one of the verse from the Quran, in Surah 10, verse 4. God said, "We certainly have created man in a best of stature." So, my friend, you were built for greatness. But if you don't believe it, you will never act like it. Stop blaming DNAs and start honoring the form that God gives you. Your childhood might explain you, but it did not define you. In my experience, like being in shape, it feels like what I should be long time ago. It's changed how you see things. It changed how you see, let's say, people. It's changed how you see women's. It changed how people react to you. Like, there's something off when you're not in shape. Be what you're designed to be. God is generous. Thanks for listening. Peace to you. Take guidance, and see you in the next video.